I'm going to tell you about an experience I had with turkeys. They were so mean when they pecked me. My cousin had a farm, and there was a big fenced-in area where they kept the turkeys. They had maybe 1,000, 2,500 turkeys. There were so many. The farmhouse was outside the fence and sat on a field. When we arrived, we started chatting about a new machine that my cousin got that lays down seeds in perfect rows. It was brand new. My cousin was really excited about it. He wanted to show it off to my mom. I asked if I could join because I felt like if I stayed in the car I'd be bored. I went with my mom and my cousin. My dad and brother stayed at the car. We walked through this fenced-in area with all the turkeys, like no big deal. We went inside to see the cedar, and they were talking about how cool it was, and I got bored. So I went out, and I wanted to go chat with my brother. So I said, "Mom, can I go?" And she said, "Sure, go ahead." So I walked outside into the turkey area, and all of a sudden, all the turkeys surrounded me, and they started chasing me and pecking me, and it was really scary. There were so many of them. I just screamed. My other cousin came and ran through all the turkeys and got me and led me out. My father said, "What's wrong?" The turkeys were pecking me, but he just laughed. And I said, "Where's David?" He said, "He went the same way you did." So I said, "That's weird. I didn't see him at all." So I sat down. I had the feeling that David was hiding behind a tree or something, watching me. So I waited around. Finally, my mom and cousin came out. My mom was mad. She said, "What, are you stupid? What's with all the yelling?" I told her that the turkeys were pecking me, but she didn't believe me. She said, "Where's David?" And I said, "I don't know. Dad told me he went that way. I thought maybe he was with you." That confused her, but I wanted to see if the turkeys would attack him like they attacked me. All of a sudden, David came running through the fence, and he was laughing. I said, "What are you doing?" And he said he saw all of it, the whole thing. Turns out that David was sitting in a tree watching me. He had started following me across the turkey area, but then when he saw what was happening with the turkeys, he climbed a tree and sat there and watched. As I was standing there surrounded by turkeys, he sat there. My mom didn't say anything, but I said, "See, the turkeys did chase me." And she said, "We still shouldn't scream." I remember another time on my other uncle's farm. I was walking around, and there was cows and pigs, but the turkeys started chasing me. I ran into the barn and closed the door and waited, tried to sneak out, but they were still there. I tried to run into the house. The turkeys know who own them, but they're fine with their owners. But if a stranger comes around, the turkeys will chase them and peck them. I like thinking about that story. I like that story.